was something really special that took place this week. What we refer to a lot of is an opening of hearts and dancing from the heart. And I just feel really grateful for that, but also really thankful to the dancers for approaching it in such a good way. And things that could have been very, challenging to navigate, we worked through, and we came to a place that really makes my heart happy.
One of the things that I really took away from this week is how everything in Indigenous culture, all the values that are part of the culture, manifest in everything else. So these practices that we did with song and ritual, or these things that we did with them sharing teachings and stories that are connected to that and dances that are connected to that, none of it is one theme or another. It all is part of this complex web.
The one theme that they really focused on was community. I remember we would always begin and close our sessions by singing a song all together. I remember looking around at each of the dancers when we were in a big circle all together and really seeing them as more than just my co-workers, but as a community that Star and Margaret really created a space for. And especially in this time when a lot of people have an absence of community in their life, it was so special to really take the time to connect to each other in that way each day.
Through the time shared with Margaret and Star in the choreographic workshop, in the meeting of the two worlds and the way they were so generous with what they were bringing to us, I really felt the weight of what has happened in the past, the power of the present that we were sharing together, and the hope for the future and what it means to really collaborate.
The paddle song, we worked with the dancers on an understanding of our connection and in our teachings and our oral history and our practices between our Dam Lahamid, our earthly home, our heavenly home, and our home beneath the waters.
Yeah, ha, hey, hey, ya, yeah, ha, hey, yo, ha, ho, ha, ya, yo, ha, ho, yeah, ha, hey, hey, ya, yeah, ha, hey, yo, ha, ho, ha, ya, yo, ha, ho,
to be invited by these two amazing women to share in their culture so generously was an experience I will cherish for a lifetime. We had the honor of being the first to initiate an entire set of newly carved paddles in ceremony. I remember thinking of all the hands these paddles would pass through, of the times they would see that I might not see myself. To be trusted to be at the start of this legacy was so humbling.
Hey, yeah, ha, hey, yo, ha, ho, ha, ya, yo, ha, ho, da, ha, hum, ba, ha.
I think differently about space and time and history and the land that we're on, and it's almost an unconscious thing. It's just there with me now because I've had this experience, and I really hope that it can happen again.